Hey everyone, how's it going? Bowser the Healer here, and today I'm going to talk about Holy Priest, which is not something I thought I would ever say. During the charity marathon, we hit all our goals, and I made a joke, oh, if we hit 3,000, I'll play Holy Priest in dungeons. And then we hit 3,000 like a day later. So here we are. I've played some Holy Priest. I have some good things to say, but some genuine concerns for Mythic Plus, and I think it might be a bit of a beginner trap for Mythic Plus, which I wasn't expecting to say. So I'll give you guys all the details and my first thoughts. I'd love to see some builds down below for those of you who think maybe there's something I could be running that would be easier or better for pugging. Although make sure you keep the damage in there. I like my damage on this class. And of course, get subscribed for like healer content. There's some really exciting stuff on the horizon. So let's jump right into it. Now, I want none of you to think by any means this class is not viable in Mythic Plus. Clearly 22s and whatnot have been being cleared on this class, so it's fine. But okay, you know what? Actually, we're going to keep it positive first. I want to talk about the things I loved first, and that's the damage. So all of your holy words create this like paper ghost, and the paper ghost will replicate healing. More on that later, which definitely makes your life a little bit easier. However, it also replicates damage. So if I hit my damage button, chastise, which, you know, hits pretty hard, a little ghost appears, a little paper buddy. And then I use one of my big dots, Holy Fire, a smite, power word, shadow word pain. And then I'm just going to mash smite, and the little ghost does damage for me, which is really cool. And if I use shadow word pain on the move, it'll actually do a little bit of blasting while I'm walking. It's not the most efficient damage, but you know, when you have to be on the move, that's not a bad thing at all. Furthermore, you can reset your Holy Fire with what's it called, Imperial Blaze, and then that gives you 3 instant cast Holy Fires, and now it'll stack the dot up really far. So now I can keep stacking the dot. And now the priority target has a 22-second damage over time stacked on them, and your ghost was doing follow-up damage, and you can get some legitimately big bursts on this class. And then there's Shadow Fiend for restoring your mana. It doesn't serve that much of a purpose other than a little bit of damage and some mana regen, but hey, I will take my free mana regen, thank you very much. I ended up taking Halo as well because I really like the way this button feels, and I also found out that it's coded to not hit things that aren't tethered to your pull. Which certainly makes it a little less scary, because in the training area, it'll just hit everything. And I was like, I don't want it to hit everything, but it doesn't actually work like that in dungeons, thankfully. Prayer of Mending is a cool point of the healing. I want to talk about the cool healing moves before I get into what I don't like. Prayer of Mending is cool. It's like, it's honest to God like a reverse Renewing Mist. I really enjoy that part of the kit. I also like the talent. I'm not running it, but there's a talent that Flash Heal reduces the cast time of your heal and increases its healing. This is a really nice talent. I want to run it, but I really like Lightwell because I felt like I lacked emergency cooldowns, and Lightwell, you don't see it heal, but it heals a ton. I was actually like shocked. I would drop it at the start of a boss fight and it would do a lot of work for me. I was really blown away by that. Apotheosis is also cool. It resets all of your holy words. So if you pop, you know, your AoE heal, your big single target heal, and your chastise, and then you Apotheosis, they all come off cooldown, and that lets you get a really big round of healing in really quickly, and then you can go back to resetting cooldowns and whatnot. There's a talent that also charges up your Holy Nova. I forgot that it's a general priest talent, and I haven't been using this on Discipline Priest. Out of everything here, out of everything that exists in this kit, I don't like the AoE healing. Single target healing's fine. If you gotta crank a single health bar up as far as possible, flash heals and regular heals will get the job done. And if you put out your paper buddy with any of your holy words, you can really heal someone up quickly. There's also a cleave heal where it remembers that you heal the target. So you heal 2 targets, you can start, you know, healing both of them, and it's pretty efficient, and I really like that. And again, if you have your paper buddy out, you can get some serious uptime on the healing department, which is nice. But the moment we have to do 3 targets and beyond, it kind of sucks. You have Circle of Healing, which isn't a very good heal, but it's on the move, and you just kind of press it, which is nice. You have Holy Word Sanctify, which is a decent heal, but it can power up your Prayer of Healing if you take that talent, which I did. And then you're spamming Prayer of Healing, and this will get health bars up, but it takes a lot of casts and a lot of standing still, and it doesn't feel very good. And that's overall my biggest problem with this class. I feel handcuffed to a health bar, which I play a lot of classes where you sometimes are handcuffed to health bars, but a lot of the times you can throw little heals or use some of your buttons to heal while on the move, or you know, drop a quick heal on someone, move, drop a quick heal on someone, move. And this class just doesn't have a whole lot of that in a way that feels meaningful. On the damage side of things, it actually does, but on the healing side, it just felt a little weak in AoE. In raid, of course, it's amazing at doing group-wide healing, but that's due to its mastery and due to some of the raid talents and wonderful moves like Prayer of Mending that'll just jump around a raid for you. So, it's hard. I don't want to recommend this to a new player, but I think for a brand new player who wants a very simple healing class, this does fit the bill. And there's a bit of a skill cap for them for damage too, if they want to be learning that side of the game. But when you get further in Mythic Plus in the Pug world, this class feels like it's really hard to navigate some of the bigger damage checks in the game. And I feel like it's just lacking a little something in that regard. And I'm not sure how you would balance that. Would you put in some talents that are good for Mythic Plus, make some things better outside of raid instances? I'm not sure. But it just felt like I was GCD locked constantly, just spamming buttons and unable to do anything else for long periods of time. Now, granted, it could be that I'm undergeared, and that could 100% be it. But I also just realized the playstyle isn't for me. I love my melee healers, I love doing damage to heal, and I love the thing that preservation has going for it, where a little bit of setup goes a long way in kind of preparing you for the future of your heals. But again, this by no means this class is bad. I actually am really impressed with Holy Priest. I might give it a chance with a little bit more gear, kind of see how it feels when I'm properly geared for some of the dungeons I'm doing. I honestly think I'll be enjoying myself a bit more, and pleasantly surprised with the damage. I just, you know, I always like there to be a little bit of flair to the damage for healers, just a little something to keep it interesting. And I actually didn't think Holy Priest would have it, but it absolutely does. Really glad I gave it a try though. I'm going to go back to Disc though, which is one of my favorite healers, and I want to keep learning that, but I'm happy I gave it a try. So thank you all of you who donated to the Trevor Project for this to happen, and I hope you all enjoyed the video. I promise that blindfolded video is coming real soon, but until then, I will see you all in the next one. Take care, friends.